Hey, what's happening? What's up? How you doing? Walter Beasley on for a quick live stream for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. Just very grateful to be here this evening. Had a wonderful, wonderful practice. Well, writing day. I've been writing a lot, and I'm still in Texas. So I'll be leaving here in a day or so, heading on up the way back to East. That's the East, back to the East Coast. But yeah, just wanted to come up here. I'm gonna be spending more time on YouTube, primarily because I can't monetize on Facebook, and it bothers me. I'm in Texas, deep in the heart of Texas, my brother. I can't. Yeah, everything is different down here, bro. It really is. But it's cool. The people are cool, nice. You know, it's well, so far it's been nice. So, it's been really nice. So I'm enjoying it. Had a good practice session today. Had a great writing session today. So I'm good. For everybody who may not know, I have a new album out called The Best of Walter Beasley. It's volume 2, and You Got It All is actually on there. There's a couple of more albums that come with it. You can check out my website, walterbeasleyofficial.com, and just order some product. And hopefully you'll be pleasantly blessed as I was when I made it. Walter from Delaware, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'll be in Delaware on March the 7th. Cowboy, what's happening now? I think our peoples are on their way. They're supposed to leave on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so I'm wondering how they doing. We both listen to a group that comes on Monday night called the Curtis Family C Notes. It's a beautiful family of musicians and homeschooled children. And well, two of them are, and I think two of them are teens, and two of them might be over 21, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, the father and mother have raised them as musicians. And what is that? Music being the core, that foundation for them. And it's a beauty. Yes, they're a beautiful family. And I watch them every week to see their growth. And it reminds me, I don't know if Mario's still listening, but it reminds me of when I was young and me and Mario used to play in a small band, and we would rehearse, and the music was the most important thing. Yeah, it was important, most important. So we would just, it was fun, but at the same time, it was work. So I'm looking at them; they have the same kind of work ethic that we had when we were kids. And it's amazing to watch. It's almost like I'm reliving my childhood through the Curtis Family C Notes. So they come on at let me get this right. Correct me, Cowboy, if I'm wrong. 7:30 PST. So, and they're teaching me. I mean, Papa C and Mama C have important insights into humanity and music, and what music can do for us as it relates to loving and forgiving and being better this and better that. So I learned from that from my Mondays as well. Hello, hope you are doing well. I will fly over to see you in Florida. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Miss Jenkins. Yes, 9:30 CST. Yeah, Papa C, Mama C. Yeah, it's a beautiful group. Beautiful group. Yeah, I'll be in Delaware on March the 7th. I'll be in Florida April 18th and April 19th, and then I go back home to have a knee surgery, to have my knee replaced and I'll be off for 6 weeks. Hola, Mr. Beasley. Yes, I was checking out the group. So cool. Yeah, thank you, Maggie, and yeah, support them. It's just, I've seen family groups before, right? But I don't think I've ever seen people being raised, how do I put this? And they're homeschooled. So the music is really the most important thing. And they're not teaching their kids to be stars. They're teaching their kids to learn how to be better adults through music, if that makes sense, I guess. And it's wonderful because the music gives you everything, man. If you study music the way me and Mario studied music, and from when we were kids, I mean, the work ethic, the patience, the discipline, the insight, the study, all that is inside the music, and the music will take you wherever you want to go. Any guys? What? Any guys? Mr. Beasley did a track with them. Oh, sorry, Cowboy. Yes, I also did a track with them on their album. 1, 2, 3. What do they call the Curtis Family C Notes 1, 2, 3? Is that what it is? I'm on 3. I'm on the latest one. Agree. It was heartfelt. Yeah. That morals of yes, yes. I mean that, and that's why I watch it, because it's just, they're a family, and they'll tell you, look, we have issues and we do this, we did, but blah 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 blah. It's all about love, all about this. And I listen, and I'm learning, through them as well. And there's the firstborn, she's just like Papa C, in a sense. I almost feel like she's been here before. Just very wise and very, you know, nurturing, but at the same time, dedicated to what she's doing. I like the left-handed guitarist. She's just like, she's Gemini like me, so I'm partial to people who are pretty much not understood the way they should. Well, no, the Geminis are just not understood. I think the little one is too, the 12 to 13-year-old, but we're just different people, man. Geminis are just different. We're just different. Awaken 3. That's it. Awaken 1, Awaken 2, and Awaken 3. I'm on Awaken 3. What else? Yeah, my latest is the best of Walter Beasley compilation of the songs that I've done. Actually, On the Edge is on that CD as well. My first single written by Kenny G. Also, the latest one that I have, we just put on the CD called "You Got It All," the Jets remake. So I'm happy about that. Hello, is it Sharon? How are you, Sharon? Welcome aboard. I appreciate you. Zahara, yeah, Zahara, that's her name. So, yep, this is. I'm going to be coming on here more than Facebook because, like I said before, it's very difficult. It's impossible for me to monetize on Facebook because my page got stolen about 5 years ago, and they made a whole lot of money very fast. So Facebook is punishing me. It's punishing me now for getting my page stolen. So it doesn't really make that much sense to me. Joel, what's happening, Joel? Good evening, Doctor. What's the good word tonight? Amen to that, Mr. My birthday is a national holiday. Good, happy birthday, man. If it's today or if it's, whenever it is, happy birthday. And just much love to you all. Today was a special day because every day is a special day. And I'm growing more into the realization that I have so much to be thankful for. You guys come on here and allow me to talk. And Juneteenth, there it is. Allow me to be a part of your life. You support me by, getting my music and coming to see me. It's just a wonderful life. And I'm very, 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 I'm very appreciative of it. And, those of you who may not agree with some of the things that I espouse politically, are still rocking with me. And I really, really appreciate that. When you find them, let me know who stole your pet. You know what? That was the hardest thing to endure because I had gotten to about 80,000 people on Facebook, right? And I know what happened. They tricked me. And they got in there and they locked me out. It took me, it took me 2 months to get my page back. And when they stole the page, what they did was they ran a whole bunch of TikTok videos, right? So if you get a whole bunch of people watching your TikTok videos, you get a lot of money. So I had like 80,000 people, something like this. So they were running them TikTok videos and blah, blah. They get thousands and thousands and thousands of views, repeat views. And I kept looking at the monetization page on my page. It kept going up, up, up. They made $30,000, I think, in 6 weeks, something like that. I didn't even know how to do any of that. And then when Facebook finally stopped them and gave me my page back, they just, I guess they thought it was a part of it. I don't know. Yes, at your age, we are so, at our age, rather, we're so thankful of even the little things. Yes, yes. The very little things like, the next breath, the next breath. That's just right now in my world, that's very, very important. I treated myself to an Apple Watch today. I haven't bought anything for myself in a long time, except the Corvette. And I did it. My first it's not EKG, it's something on here, and it came out normal, which is beautiful. And my resting heart rate is 70, 71, 72, or something like that, which is really cool. And yeah, so chalk it up to something else I don't need that I bought because I could do it. Now I don't even know how to go to the pages and see. Yeah, I don't even. Now it's not working. Look at you getting an Apple Watch. Yeah, it's my first one. It won't get off this EKG or ECG, whatever that thing is. Oh, there it is. So I'm grateful. I'm happy. And I just wanted something I can kind of check on if I'm not feeling well, something like this, see what it says, as well. Let's see what else. I just updated so I can read my EK. Oh, wow. Okay. They tricked a lot of the people. They tricked yes, they did. They did. They tricked a lot of people. They tricked your favorite. Oh, they did. They got you too? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was really bad. I feel, what's interesting is when they do stuff like that. How do I put this? They enter. It's almost like they're entering your soul. It's just like they're just snatching your soul. It's like all the work you put into. Well, me in my case, I use it for business as well as Well, I use it a lot for business. So they just reached inside there and just shut me out of my own life, and that really felt deep. Really felt deep. Who is there? What's up, Carmen? How are you? Nice to see you today. What happened to your song, If Only She Were Near? Oh, I haven't finished it. But thank you. That's nice. You remember the name of it. I haven't finished it. I got behind. Well, I made a decision to change the nature kind of what it felt like, because it just felt like, it should be a little different. And when I did that, I got behind and something happened. Oh, I think I had to started packing on my way to the gig. So I just had to take a break. And now that I'm not in Yuma, what's interesting is that now that I'm not in Arizona, I'm much more productive. And I don't know why that is, but I mean, I've written like 6 songs since I've been on the road, and I just feel very creative. And maybe it's because you have to get out of your environment. You've been there a long period of time. Usually, I'm not home as long as I was home. I was home for like 5, 6 months, and I'm usually never there that long. Yeah. Good evening. How are you, Jeffrey? Nice to see you, brother. ¿Todo bien? En mi mundo todo bien. That means you need to get out of your comfort zone. That's true. Very true. Um, and get out of those tacos and burritos and whew, man, the food though, man. Look, when I go home, let's just say I support local businesses. Woo, boy. So I'm here. I'll be here another couple of days. Any questions you guys want to ask of me? Anything? You need PR food. Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, that's good too. I have a friend down here. Maybe she's going through some stuff. I don't want to. You were busy getting your knees fit. Yes, that's very true, Miss Mello. When I came back to Yuma, I had to cancel, as some of you know, I had to cancel 3 dates because I couldn't stand on my knee. And it was so painful that I just couldn't stand on my knee. I think, yeah, I made the decision when I was in Florida because at one point I had to crawl to the bathroom because I just couldn't. I didn't have my cane, and man, it was just like, oof. When I went to the doctor said it's now a 9 out of 10, and it hasn't gotten back because I lost about, you know, 13, 14 pounds on the road, which is interesting. So now it hasn't gotten to 10 to 10, but he's worried that I could fall or something like that. But I'm pretty flexible. I'm pretty stable. You know, you were busy, yeah. So anyway, for those of you who may not be familiar with me, I've sold over 1,000,000 units. I've taught over 8,000 students at the college level. I've taught over 1,000 students privately. I still continue to teach saxophone. I've had at least 25 discs out and available for purchase. I own a record company called Affable Records, and I love music. And I love my life. Do you plan to reschedule the canceled dates? They already rescheduled. Let me get this right. Philly will not be rescheduled this year. I will be playing New Jersey on August the 8th, which is 30 miles from Philly, but there'll be 2 shows in New Jersey, which will be a lot better for me because I can now do my whole my whole show in New Jersey. And not to say the playing with Gerald Beasley and that group was bad, because it's not. I love playing with them, but it's kind of restrictive in the sense that I can't do. If somebody hollers out "Lovely Day," maybe we can do it, maybe we can't. If somebody hollers out "Beasley Strut," we can't do it. If somebody hollers out um, uh, "People Make the World Go Round," may not be able to do it. But with my group, we can do a lot of those things. Or music, boom, 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 ding, dong. We can play all those things, and it's better. It's just better for me that way. It's more work, but I like telling my stories because I've had a very long and very productive career in the music industry, and there are people who've been riding with me the whole time. So I want to try to give something to them. So that's Philadelphia. Baltimore is rescheduled. It's for the third weekend, I believe, in July. It's the first concert that I have when I get through with my surgery, and I'm looking forward to that. They had a sax summit there. They can't when I canceled. Yes, I'm playing Birchmere. I believe October 30th. You'll find all these dates on my website. I'm also doing the Hampton the Legacy Foundation Festival in, I believe, Hampton, Virginia. That's where that is, and that's in November. So that'll be my last one. Somebody's trying to call me for November 20th, but it's going to be too cold to do November 20th, I believe. And I don't know. It all depends. It's going to be cold now. I'm going back east, so I'll be back in Virginia, where I'm going to be posting up and doing the majority of my writing and touring from there. Any other questions? I appreciate you guys getting on here. Oh, if you wanted to support the channel, the things that I'm talking about and all that kind of stuff, feel free to sign up as a member here as well. You get special behind the scenes and backstage stuff. We sent that over rather a couple of days ago. Just me, kind of talking stuff, because I get a little crazy sometimes, and it's good to let your hair down. As you can see, I've done it a lot over the course of my life. Are you gonna put? Yeah. Well, I already answered that. Yeah. The goal is for next year to maybe, hopefully, double the amount of dates that I do once I make sure the knee is 100%. I'll be able to do these dates within 6 or 7 weeks after having my knee replaced. I do know that. So I have no qualms about that. Yeah, but the goal is to get my horn, get my knee done, and then come back out and really start to play more. Because my band is so good about being patient with me. I owe more gigs to them. That's what I plan on doing in 27. First of all, nice to meet. What's up, Clarence? I was wondering, do you have any pointers? I've been studying the saxophone for about a year. Do you have any classes? Yes, I have actually two things. I do give private instruction over the internet. I mean, on Zoom or on StreamYard, and the levels don't bother me at all. I have a beginning student, two beginning students, and I have two moderate level students. And I have two very very uh, high level students, and I do have slots. I have lessons on Sunday and on Monday. And most of the time, Sunday and Monday. The only time I don't have them on Sunday is when I perform. Like on the 7th, I perform, it's a long set. And I probably will reschedule them on Sunday for, some other time during the week. But you can reach my assistants at Walter Beasley, what that, WalterOfficial.com, WalterBeasleyOfficial.com, or you can email my assistants at BeasleyBusiness, the number 61, at gmail.com. I will give some advice on the saxophone. Let's see here, but I don't know what your skill set is or what your level is. The first thing, if you're an adult, you're fine. Thank you, Paula. The first thing I want to say, if you are a beginning student and you're older, is you have to ignore time. What I mean by that is that because you're starting older, if that's the case, a lot of times older students get like this and they start to press because they want to make up for lost time because they raised a family or they went to war, or they served the United States. Something they just, and that starts to seep into their playing, into their learning. You can't do that. When you become a musician, back in '93, you came to DC for your night of Pizza Hut. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. '93, boy, that's a long time ago. So just take the anxiety out of your playing. Usually, that's the first thing I can say. Secondly, when you're playing saxophone, and if your sound is not the desired sound, there are only a couple of things to change. One of them is that you may not have enough mouthpiece in your mouth when you're playing, which makes the reed not perform well, which thins out your sound, and it's very hard to keep the saxophone will be very hard to keep in tune. The other is that you're not putting enough air into the saxophone to get the kind of desired sound that you want, or a combination of the two or three. Put a little bit more saxophone in the mouth, breathe a little bit harder to see if you like the sound, or what the hell is this? Oh, that's how you get messages and phone. Wow, that's deep. Okay, back in yeah. So, I mean, without listening to you play, bro, I really don't know. This is weird. This is weird having a ding on my. I don't know if I like that. Okay. Yeah. So that's my, and that's everything. When we start to do something a little bit different as we get older, and we look at other people, we judge our success or judge our capabilities by someone else's. That just causes stress. Causes a lot of stress, undue stress. Why? Because we needed to do what we needed to do at that time, whether it's raise children or uh, make sure that our bills were paid and all that kind of stuff. And now it's our time to do what we want to do in the manner which it's because it's really not about making money. We're doing what we want to do. So it's about music. Let the music guide you. Let the music teacher guide you, and just take it one day at a time. When you're a musician, when you're a musician, it's not about the notes. It's not about the this or that. It's about the music. So if your intent is to be the best musician possible, allow the music to speak through you, and take all the anxiety and the stress out of learning music or anything else, really. Because all we have is time, and we have less of that, so we might as not be worried about it. It's in the living. It's not in the worrying about this and worrying about that. It's in the note. It's putting the note out there and not being too anxious about the note. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Anything else? How long has it been? I gotta go practice, and I don't know how long I've been in here. I usually keep a pretty decent, tight schedule. Maggie, that's what it's all about. Yep. When you love what you do, your life. Yes. Yes. And I would add to that, Maggie, even if you don't love what you do, learn to love it. Oh, Zuckerberg. I'm sorry. Everything you have all been through, it's terrible. No one should go through the things that your families have. Oh, he apologized to the families, Mark Zuckerberg. And wow, I have the CNN going on there. Yeah, even if you don't love what you do, my philosophy has always been if you have to do it, learn to love it. Learn to love aspects of it. Like, man, there were days when I didn't want to go into I taught at a college called Berklee College of Music for about 35 years. There were days. Anybody who's taught knows that there are days when the last thing you want to do is go in there and face sometimes a bunch of students who don't want to be taught, right? Sometimes those days turn out to be the best days, and I don't know why, but it just happens that way. I look back, and when I look back, some of those days were the best days because I was really focused on doing my job because, even when I didn't want to do my job. And that's what it is kind of like even now when I write or when I get tired of it. I still get up because there's going to be some joy in there. There's going to be some lessons to learn, in there. And that's what I like about it. You never know what each day has in store for you, but you have to be open. You have to be not stressed about the day, not stressed about what it is you're trying to do, because every day is a lifetime to a wise man or a wise woman. Period. Anybody got any other questions about music, about life, about teaching, about learning, about my life? Somebody asked me the other day, "Are you married? Why not?" Well, no, I'm not getting married. I love women, but that's just not my thing. I love the company. I love talking to you, but I love music, and she's my girl, I guess. I teach time. Oh wow, you're good for you. That's really cool. Many blessings to you too, Hector. Yeah. So I think is Wednesdays good for you guys? Because I think I want to try to make this a weekly event. Come on here for about 15, 20, 30 minutes. I don't know how long I've been on here. On Zoom, it used to give you a time, but I don't see it on here. It doesn't. But is this all right? Is this day okay? Wednesday at around 8:00 EST. If it is, just put it in the comment section. All right. Yes. Thanks, Hector. My philosophy is you guys, and it doesn't have to be. Maybe you guys are just finding me, or maybe not, or maybe you've been around for a while, or. But I owe as much as I can to people who might need to hear what I have to say. And if it benefits you in some kind of way, and you want to support the channel, then great. If not, that's great too. Yeah, that's okay. So it's cool. Yes, okay. So let's make it the same. So 8:00 EST, I will be on Wednesdays. Because Thursday I have lessons. I have to do some lessons on Thursday, but not the saxophone lessons. All right. God bless you. I really, really appreciate this. And we'll see you next week. I may be on before then, but it'll be more on here rather than the Facebook thing. All right. So thank you again, you guys. Bye-bye.